Gary Vaynerchuk is a serial entrepreneur, investor, one of the most sought after speakers alive today, and a 4 times New York Times best-selling author. He went from being born in the Soviet Union, moving to America, and living in a studio apartment with 8 other family members, to then building a net worth of $160 million. And today we're going to learn his best advice on why you must love the game. Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time!
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Hey, it's Carmichael, and every morning I bring you a shot of Entspresso to help you believe in yourself more and start your day with confidence. So good morning, I believe in you, and let's do this. Over to you, Gary Vaynerchuk.
I'm just unbelievably passionate about people figuring out the framework, and then more importantly, figuring out why they're not doing the framework. And then more importantly, what are you trying to accomplish? That's the question, because we have to accomplish happiness. That has to be the goal. And if you actually pressured yourself to be happy versus pressuring yourself to be a success, then you have a totally different conversation with yourself. And when you start doing that for yourself, not to prove it to your spouse or your siblings or your parents or the people you went to school with, then it gets really good. It gets really good when it gets really quiet. And it's super quiet for me. I don't hear the claps and I don't hear the boos. I just navigate. I love my process. I love the pain of being an entrepreneur. I love that it's lonely. I love the game. I just want you to love the game.
Your success will come when you marry what you love doing with what serves other people. If you love it, but it doesn't help anybody, you've got a hobby. If you're just chasing some hot opportunity, but you don't actually love that work, you're gonna get destroyed because you're going up against people who do actually love it. It has to be both. What you love doing with what serves and helps other people. Marry those two and you win. I've been taking a lot of Instagram questions recently. I do a little question thing in the morning where I say, hey, what question do you have for me? And over the day, I try to respond to as many as I can. I can't get to all of them, but it's awesome seeing how many people have questions. And I got a question the other day where somebody said, do you get tired of answering the same question over and over and over again? And the honest answer is no, man. And for me, it's because it's a different person asking the question. So for them, it's a fresh question. For me, it's not about the newness of the question, it's about serving, it's about helping. And so it might be boring if you've heard my answer 40 times, but it's still the same answer because it's still the right answer, right? Hopefully I'm being consistent in the messaging that I'm putting out. And so because I think about the person that I'm helping and because I get lost in the service, I don't care about if the question is the same or totally different. It's the same thing. I look at Toronto Dance Salsa, the business that I run, largest salsa dancing school in Canada, maybe North America. And most of our classes are going to be the beginner classes, right? Most people sign up for level 1 entry-level beginner class, and some people stick around to continue on with us. So when you're teaching, the instructors are teaching the same material over and over and over and over again, right? You have a 9-week semester of teaching, and then you start over, and there's another 9-week semester. It's the same stuff you just taught the last 9 weeks. You want teachers, and it's just same for any teacher in any school system, you want teachers who love teaching. Because it's not about teaching the material, it's about seeing your students grow. I want to see you grow. I want to see you get better. I want to see you take those ideas you have and turn into something amazing that feeds you, feeds your family, creates a legacy, changes the world. That's my passion. I want to unlock as many people as possible. I'm trying to solve the world's biggest problem. People don't believe in themselves enough, right? That's what I wake up every day trying to do. So for me, it's about being able to unlock more people. It's not about the videos I'm making. It's not about this giving the same answer over and over and over again. I have infinite patience if it's new people coming in every time. And so that's the difference. For him, who's looking at my Q&A and saying, you've already answered that before, and doesn't see it as a different person, and I still love answering that same question. For him, it's torture. For him to jump into what I'm doing is ridiculous, it's torture, it's painful. He doesn't want to do it. And for me, jumping in his life should be torture too, right? It should be painful. I don't want to step into your life. I want to do me. That's when you know that you got something. When what you do, when the process of what you're doing, you enjoy so much and other people look at it and say, that's crazy, that's torture, I would never want to do that, you're onto something. And if you could turn that into something that serves and help others, now you got a real business. You got a business, and more importantly, you've got fulfillment. Because when you get to marry what you love doing, what you could spend all day, get lost in, and don't mind repeating because you're enjoying your process, you can marry that with something that actually helps somebody else out because you're built to serve, right? You want to help other people. You got a successful business, you're making money, you're having an impact, and you're fulfilled and you're happy. It's the holy grail. So how do you figure it out? I've got a 3-step process that I think will help. But before that, if you want to have more confidence, self-love, and motivation, check out my 254 series. I'll send you an unlisted video every day for 254 days for free to move your confidence forward. The links to join are in the description below.
The reason people aren't patient is they value other people's opinions too much. In a success world, please understand that success is happiness, not net dollars in. My ability to only be comfortable in massive chaos has been my biggest asset as an entrepreneur. Like, I would never take a f***ing note. Like, that scares the piss out of me what these 3 people are doing right now.
Okay, so how do you do it? How do you marry what you love doing with what will serve others and turn that into a business and fulfilled life? 3 steps, let's go. Step number 1 is what can you get lost in? What can you get lost in? What can you spend all day in? Or you look down and you start in the morning, you look up, but it's 5 o'clock at night. Like, where did the day go? What just happened? Right? What are the things you can do that you can get lost in? And make a big list. Don't judge yourself yet over whether it's commercially viable or not. You love playing video games? Put video games down. Right? I like playing video games. I play League of Legends. I'm trying to get the gold this season. I mean, Timo is my guy. Timo ADC. I got to get the gold. I'm silver 2 right now, so we're close, but not quite there. I can't play video games all day long though. It's not enough. It's not enough of a passion for me. I'll play 3 games and then start to get tired. My mind starts to drift. I want to do other things. So that's not my thing, but it could be yours. What else could you get lost? Helping entrepreneurs. When I go to an event, I'll just stay in the lobby all day afterwards until 1, 2, 3 in the morning sometimes, just talking to entrepreneurs and helping them. Not because I'm a networker, I hate it. I hate networking, I hate chit-chatting. These are meaningful, deep conversations that I'm having to help entrepreneurs move their lives forward. That's it, I love that. I'll stay in the lobby all day long doing that stuff. Forget to pee, forget to eat, not notice I'm running a fever. That's what I love doing and I could be great at. So what can you do all day long and not get bored of? Number 2 is how can you use that to serve other people? So again, we don't want this just to be a hobby. We want to use it to actually help somebody else so we can start to get paid to do it. So you might think something like video games. Well, how do you make money making video games or playing video games? There's lots of people make money playing video games, right? You could be a streamer. You could be doing tutorials. You could be entertaining people. You could be coaching people. You could be giving me education. You could be trying to be in the world of, right? And being a coach or a trainer to a pro team. You could be trying to go pro yourself. There's so many different ways that you can make money from video games. A lot of people just write it off, say, well, I like doing this, but I can't make money doing it. That's the problem. That's your opportunity. I like doing this, but I can't make money doing it. You got to eliminate the but and turn it into an and. I like doing this, and I have to figure out how to make money doing it. Mix them together. So you don't just have this thing that you love doing and a life that you hate because you want to be doing this, right? That's why people live for the evenings and weekends. They love doing this stuff here on the evenings and weekends, but haven't figured out how to use it to serve other people, so they work some job that they hate, right? That's what you got to get out of. So what you love doing, how can you use it to serve other people and help them? Because guess what? You're built to serve. You're built to serve, fam. You want to help other people. You know that helping other people makes you feel good. You love helping other people, so why not do it inside of something that you're actually good at and love doing as well, right? That is the mix. So how can you take that thing that you love doing and use it to serve and help other people? And then step number 3 is schedule for success. So you love doing this thing. You figured out a way to make it valuable to help other people. Now, where is it going to be in your calendar? You might not be able to just drop everything you're doing right now and go full time on that thing, right? If it's gaming and you're going to be a streamer, focused on education and entertaining content, doing that full time may not make you enough money yet to be a business, to have a full-time income. So you might still have to be doing something else. But It's the hope, it's the path, it's the plan. What is your plan? How are you gonna put it into your calendar? If it's not in your calendar, you're not doing it. If you hope that someday you create your stream or make your videos or whatever, it's never gonna happen. You have one awesome day and then you'll fall back to your own patterns, right? That's not the way to do it. You have your life right now that supports your current way of living. Awesome. You gotta factor in, you gotta schedule in time to work on this craft, to get good at it, to build momentum. Even now, I'm playing 2 hours-ish a day of League of Legends because I'm trying to get to gold. Because the first thing that my coach, so I sponsor Carmichael, who's one of the top Teemo players, this guy's Teemo, in the world. And the first thing he told me was, if you want to get to gold, you have to play more. How much are you playing? I don't know, a couple games a week? It's not enough. You got to play 3 games a day. 3 games a day? Yep. How am I going to factor that in? Like, I don't know. You got to do it. Like, okay, I got to do it. And I now play 3 games a day. I'm trying to get to gold, and we're close, but we're not there yet. I got to get better. How am I going to get better? Playing my 3 games a day. You want to get better at your thing? You want to turn your idea, your hobby, your passion into a business that makes money and serves other people? You got to put in the time. Show me in your calendar, right? You block off the time for what's important. If you don't put boundaries around your time to say, this chunk of time, every day or every week is where I'm spending on building my business, other things are always going to get in the way. You're allowing those distractions to get in the way. You're allowing other people's emergencies to get in the way of you doing what you want to do. So block off your time. You have to make it a priority, and a growing priority, right? As you start making money doing it, it's easier to spend more time on it. It's hard at the beginning when it's not producing results yet, that you still need to dedicate the time. Because on the other side of that, on the other side of you getting better and practicing and working harder and providing value to other people is your dream life, is your dream business, is a dream impact, is what you want to create, is the dream you. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. Now I've got a special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is it that you think that you love that you don't know how you're going to make money at ever? What is that thing? For me, it's actually speaking. I never thought I'd make money as a speaker because only 3 people showed up to my first event that was free. So if nobody's going to show up to a free event, how are you ever going to get paid to do it? What's it for you? What do you think that you love doing that nobody will ever pay you for? Let me know. And serious, don't put a joke comment. Like, I want to know. I want to help. Seriously, what are you trying to figure out how to make money at? Put it down in the comments below. And if you're still here watching, Believe Nation, and you promise to take some action after watching this video, give me a hashtag Believe down in the comments below because I want to celebrate you.
Success for me is the process, and I've realized that every time in life where I've sort of reached a benchmark that's enabled me to pause. When I pause, I'm miserable. Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. When I sold my HBO series and I had 2 years before it aired, I was miserable during that time. Exactly, and I don't like that. So I think that the journey, the process is the reward for me. So like right now, starting something new, this is the most successful time in my life. Yeah. And whatever this yields, like when that exit or however it might manifest takes place, like sure, that's great and it's a cool story, but it doesn't equal happiness. Yep. Right. Like Beam, the most exciting part of starting a tech company was, when it was my Matt Hackett, my co-founder, and I, just the 2 of us sitting in a room trying to figure out. That to me was like the pinnacle of success. When I was at MIT, it was like sitting in that lab every single day across from these brilliant minds. That was success for me. So the journey is what I strive for, and it's what excites me the most. And with 368, it's like, it's really building to enable that journey as much as possible. I'm not focused at all on a finish line. There is no, let's raise $100 million of venture money and make this thing a unicorn. I could give it, like, that's not interesting.
I feel like the finish line is like every day for you. Like every day it restarts, and there's no real.
Yeah, I mean, the journey is the reward. The work is the reward.
Evan, thank you so much for having a couple seconds and being able to tell the Believe Nation a little bit about Empathy Wines. It means a lot to me that you would take this valuable real estate and time on your channel to give me some love. It means a lot. It's just good karma points, and so you're awesome. Thank you. Believe Nation, if you're into wine at all, go to empathywines.com. My whole career's work was poured into producing a wine that rivaled $40 to $60 wine for $20 a bottle. I'm just super excited about this subscription-based wine business. You can order 3, 6, or 12 bottles in subscription form, rosé, white, red. If you search on Instagram or Twitter, you will be blown away. People are literally like, I don't even like Gary Vee, but the wine's good. Super proud of the effort. Thanks, Evan, for the time. Wishing you guys all happy and healthy.
If you want Gary V's advice on how to find real, lasting happiness, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Entrepreneurship is scary. Like 1 second you're the top of the world, next thing you know, like there is nobody behind you. You're the last line. It's like fighting a war, just you. You're the last. This is the castle, you.